Mayor's Update. Now we're doing a special test here on location at Shebaz, Shawarma, and Falafel, which is one of the best places ever.
Yes.
I'm Braden Lang, and as you all know, this is Mayor Joe Preston.
And I'm happy to be here too, and I agree this is number one place to eat. So what a great place to do Mayor's Update. I get to talk and not eat, and that will probably solve things. Right?
Well, I think we're going to solve that issue. I believe that we might have something coming out to test our way through.
Then I will be as unrude as I can be on my eating and talking.
I believe it might be the shawarma fries, maybe.
Yes, well, we can only hope.
Absolutely. So what were the main items on council? Was transit one of the big ones last week?
Yes. Our 6-month transit review report came out from the transportation people, and some really nice little changes, not a lot. As you know, we collected we had a separate collection of issues on transit after we started our new transit system, including the on-demand and the extra days of the week. And about 50 people used that as a way of sharing some stuff with us. And as you might imagine, some of them also liked it. So some of the comments were, love the new on-demand, those types of things. But we saw a couple of things we can do a little bit better in adding some more on-demand in the morning to some of our employers in the industrial section. We know that can really grow if we do it. We're very pleased with the number of riders on Sunday. We didn't have Sunday service before, and it's a significant number. And we keep trying to truly explain to the whole of the general public that in order to accomplish some of the things that were really demanded of us, Sunday service and evening service, that's what was said was missing the most, something else has to give. So some of the other routes went to hour service instead of half-hour service. And then we really found in the evening, the on-demand service makes us not drive around with empty buses. Buses are ready to go on demand to where you need to go. And it's working pretty well. The public also told us there's some better education we can do and better ways we can share the information. And even a couple of neat new spots, there could be stops. One of them is across from the senior center. We've added just a little loop to that route so that the senior center isn't as far a walk to the Chestnut Apartments and the senior center. And then there was a kind of convoluted stop out in front of by Eastway Ford, because it's hard for then the bus drivers to get into the left lane and turn into where the transit center is. So we're adapting to some of those, and we'll continue to review. We made a commitment last night that we'll continue to review transit on an ongoing basis. And when there's either something else the province could offer us in the way of how to do this from a financial point of view, or enough common comments from the public as to what else could be better, well, we'll certainly revisit it at council and let you know how we're doing.
Very good. Very good. Now, if people have comments, what's the best way for them to get in touch with City Hall?
Well, right now, please use the customer service system. It has really been improved. It is really quite functional. So you go to www.ST.Thomas.ca and then go into the customer service, and there's a whole form you can fill out. Here's who I am, here's what my thoughts are, and then it goes to the appropriate director. Or for those without computer service or computer literacy, like some of us, you can phone in at 519-631-1680, the standard phone number to City Hall, but hit extension 0, just hit 0, and it'll go to someone in our customer service department who will take your thoughts down, and then and this is for anything in the community, not just transit. Please let us know if you see a sidewalk that needs leveling or a street light that's out, those types of things. That's what the customer service system is for. So please use that. Then it goes to the appropriate director, and you get an answer back. Somebody calls you back, say, we're out, we did that, or that's going to take a little while, or, you know. And recently we've had some trouble with like green bins, compost bins, getting them out in a timely manner. So let us look at it. That's reoccurring. Let's fix that. So please, I know emailing the mayor feels like it's a satisfactory thing, but I don't get to go in and muck around in the customer service system. So I will also follow up, but it's far better if you go through the customer service system and let me follow up what action is taken, rather than assume if you put it someplace on my Facebook, I'll make it happen. It will not go that way. I can't connect the two to customer service. So please use the form on the internet or the phone call as to what improvements in the city or suggestions you have for the city.
Very good. And the next up is Remembrance Day is coming up pretty quick as well.
It is. It is. We did the lead off to it last week, where the mayor in each community gets pinned with the poppy as the first. It's the 100th anniversary of the wearing of the poppy. And so they also gave me a ceremonial 100-year-old poppy, a model of it. But look, folks, this is remembering about those that have paid the ultimate price in our country. And the Legion still does so much good, not only just with veterans, but the Legions do, our local Legions do so much good in our communities, helping them out by buying a poppy or coming to Remembrance Day ceremonies next week. Perfect. Please do so. If you think of the inconvenience versus what brought us to that point with the men and women in Canada going off to war, and some of them successfully coming back, but some of them not. So let's choose to represent and honor those made that sacrifice and still are serving in the armed forces in Canada.
Absolutely. And another point that was brought up by some people I was talking to last week was about Lynnhurst. Apparently there was a deputation that was brought to Central Elgin Council about Ward 4 actually moving. Well,
Ward 4 is a kind of a little bit of a donut on either side of St. Thomas. There's the piece along Centennial that is Central Elgin. Then there's the piece in Lynnhurst, north of St. Thomas, that's part of Central Elgin. But most people who live there, their address is St. Thomas for sure, certainly on letters or all postage. And their councillor, Bill Fair, as an individual, not as a councillor, took that issue to Central Elgin Council last week to give the views of some of the constituents. And I think a number of constituents. I know there was a couple of petition things going out. Would you like to start a discussion about should we be part of St. Thomas? Look, as the mayor of St. Thomas, I want to be real clear. It's not something we're trying to do or trying to make happen. But if the citizens of that area go to their own elected officials and say, can we discuss this? Is there a way this could happen? I think we should never be afraid to democratically ask the people what their thoughts are. And we share so much anyway. Central Elgin and St. Thomas are like, twin brothers. The roads connect to each other. The water lines connect to each other. The wastewater treatment stuff connects to each other. We are as if we are one community with two separate names. So please, if it's something that you're interested in, talk to your local councillors. We really need, not your St. Thomas councillors, if you're in Central Elgin or Southwold or wherever else, and this is a discussion you'd like to have, please have it with your local council, and the process would then be to come talk to St. Thomas, or not. Right? I'm also thinking that, after it went so quickly at Central Elgin Council that, and as I said, we believe in the democratic rights of the communities to talk. Maybe we want to carry it a step further and it'd be up to Central Elgin, but perhaps they could put it as a referendum in the next election, a non-binding referendum, but a way of getting those ideas from the citizens of Central Elgin that live in the borders that may want to. Look, it's a complicated issue, and when we've done annexation around here before, certainly I wasn't around, and I'm not even suggesting that that's the case. We have to be careful we don't cut the county in half, or that's, a lot of good thinking has to go into it. The Minister of Municipal Affairs would be involved too as to what next steps were. And maybe the next step is, boy, it's pretty good how it is, considering how successfully growing both sides are, Central Elgin and St. Thomas. See what happens. let's hear from people who would like a change, or let's hear from people who would like not a change. And please talk to your representatives at council in Central Elgin. And St. Thomas is willing to listen from a democratic point of view. And if things are possible, things are possible.
Very good. Yeah, I think we'll probably hear more about that. You never know exactly how many people are thinking about it until you go through the democratic process and you have a vote, and then you find out, what do people really think?
Agreed. That's the best people to ask. What would you like different? Well, I guess I better answer if I would like something different. Always, the democracy always works. It's messy, but it always works. So if you have a view, share it.
Absolutely. Another thing we want to do is give a shout out to all the people that put up the amazing Halloween decorations over the past month. Like, I know that myself and several of my friends and family went and looked at all the decorations in St. Thomas and Elmer and all of it. It was just fantastic. So thank you to the community for getting together and doing that, because it's
Yes.
really cool. And I'm looking forward to the Christmas decorations as well.
Yeah, we usually start somewhere right after Remembrance Day. There's those eager Christmas decorations people. We'll start to see a lot of the great displays in yards and lawns. And as you said, way to go on the Halloween decorations. There was some, boy, that takes a lot of work for a one-night festivity.
Yeah.
Perfect. I mean, there was a lot of neat reasons to drive around St. Thomas and area over the last week before Halloween.
Totally crazy. And I just want to remind everyone that's tuning in, we just had a whole bunch of people join us, that we're actually live on location in Shebaz. And it's fantastic. It's down on Ross Street. And if you haven't been here, you need to come and check out the food. It's absolutely fantastic. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to do a roaming camera setup that I've got set over here to test. So once we get through all the council stuff, I'm going to jump up, and then we're going to go into the kitchen, which will be super fun.
Great. Well, and I don't get to go in the kitchen as much as I love food and kitchen. I get that, but I get to stay here and tell you more about different council stuff, and then we'll watch what Graydon's doing from a inside the kitchen point of view. And he is absolutely right. Shebaz, basically shawarma and falafels, more of a Mediterranean menu. And for those of you that have not tried here, there's 2 or 3 other places in town too, but have not tried Shebaz, the best, come and do it. Come and see them sometime this week, or sometimes I'm getting home late from council and we order it delivered too. So fantastic. Stephanie and I have really learned that it's a type of food that really fits our diet too. As you can tell by the size of your mare, you can get some fantastic food through Shebaz, and it's very tasty, and that's also important to me. But you're right. Hopefully, we'll get to try a little bit today. But we wanted to share. This is part of the live thing that Graydon's come up with. We want to try and do the show just a little bit more interactive, but also do a little bit more live and on location whenever we can too. And just before we came on air, we're talking about when is a good set time to do this, to do mayor's update, so you know when and where to look. We recognize it's on Facebook after we do the show for you to go look and see what was said. But we like this interactive piece. So if we can find a time of day and week that meets this, so you can come on and ask us questions or be part of the live show, that's what we're aiming for. And let's see if we can get there.
All right, Mayor Joe, I'm going to hold the road camera. So you're on to talk about the last few bits of council before as I pull that up.
Okay. I'll just share what council last night was a fairly short meeting. There was lots still to discuss, but we didn't go that far. The transit was the biggest thing we were looking for last night, but there was 2 or 3 other things off the planning side. Approvals on new subdivisions and approvals on new roads and that type of thing. And it was look at it. I'll say it again because I really like this. We have a council that really works well together, and that doesn't mean we think only one way. There's lots of chatter and conversation back and forth as to what we can do and how it could be done. So it's just great to have a council that doesn't mind questioning, doesn't mind asking questions, but also, in the end of the day, I think has done a pretty good job of making St. Thomas a pretty good place. So my roaming camera is heading off, right? Oh no, I'm flying solo, and you watch how good this goes. Yeah. Graydon's in the kitchen. I saw him go buy a fan. Was that a fan of mine? No, just kidding. The other parts on council last night, as you see Graydon traveling in the background, was truly getting ready for some other special events or flag raisings, and we vote on those almost every week now as we move forward. Alzheimer's and the like, those type of charitable pieces with flag raisings and the lighting up of Jumbo. Oh, look at the great food in the kitchen. Beautiful. Love hard-working restaurant people. I've spent my life in restaurants, and it's great to see how beautiful it is back there, and how, hey, the roving camera just rode by the mayor. It was great. But we're happy to be here today at one of our local businesses, and just to really enjoy what they do, but also to share the vibrancy of what's happening in St. Thomas lately, certainly from a cultural food point of view too. We've really grown in St. Thomas as a good variety, a lot of very good successful businesses. At a time wasn't hard or wasn't easy through COVID for restaurants but most of them found a new way to do business, and it's working out great, and the citizens of St. Thomas get to enjoy great places like Shebaz.
Absolutely. So that was pretty exciting. That's the first time I've ever done that with this whole setup here.
Yes, we have a roving camera. We can
do
anything. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the next thing is that we'll figure out all the audio for all the different cameras and all the different microphones, because that's the main key. So you'll get some echo here and there, but we're going to get that all sorted over the next couple times, and then we'll get the roving camera. What we want to do is actually have people come on live onto the mayor's update. But what we can do in the meantime is we're going to be able to, oh, hey, guess what we got? We got some shawarma fries. Oh, thank you so much. This is like so delicious. If you guys haven't had this yet, you need to try it out, because it is absolutely like, I've never had any food here that I don't love. That's the amazing thing about Shebaz. Like, it's just like, it's the best food anytime, all the time.
Show them your Shebaz. Show them your shawarma fries.
So much shawarma fries.
Yeah.
And you can get it with fish. And you can get a fusion. Like, this is like, there's mixed meat shawarma in these fries here. And then there's the pickled radish as well, which is absolutely, Joe's got the pickled radish there. It is so good.
We always start with the pickled radish. Please don't tell Stephanie there's French fries.
So many French fries. Oh, this is fantastic. I love it. And this is why you do these things live on location, because you get this incredible stuff. So I think our next stop is going to be at Streamliners for sure. We got to go there. We got to get
yes.
Get some of that incredible coffee.
Do we have like odor aroma camera here?
Aroma camera?
Yeah. Or taste camera? I mean, this is great. Beautiful.
The Italians, I think, invented like the aroma camera, and they put it in theaters. It's called 4D. So you go into the theater, you get sprayed with water, you get scents, you get aromas, like you get all this stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it's around. And I think they did it at Disney as well, which is one of these incredible things.
Yes, it was someplace at Disney that like it's like water went over you or whatever it was. But this is incredible. Thank you so much. What else do we have today? I don't need to eat.
Well, it falls into the same category. It's the gingerbread houses. So we're going to be designing a gingerbread house, which is part of the Big Brothers Big Sisters initiative. It's being funded by Doug Tarry Homes, and it's a gingerbread house competition, which is absolutely exciting, and I can't wait to be a part of it. We're going to build a house. You guys all build houses, and you need to register by November 5th. That is the key thing. Get your registration in by November 5th. Talk to Big Brothers Big Sisters, and they're getting judged on November 13th, which is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, well, looking forward to both ends of that. Graydon and I are going to work together on the design and structure of a gingerbread house of our own, and then we're also going to try and help with some of the judging and helping some of the children and families out there that did gingerbread houses as part of this contest. And our mango drinks just came. This is a lovely thing.
Mango is one of my favorite fruits, hands down. Mango lassis in India, I tell you, the best thing to just like break the heat. You're out, you're running around, get a mango lassi, it's fantastic. Or even one of these mango drinks with the ice in it, and it'll just cool you down in no time. I love Indian food so much.
Well, great. Graydon, do we have anybody trying to ask us a question? We're trying to also work through that today too. So if you're out there watching Mayor's Update, it's your chance to actually ask us the question, have it answered right there online.
I don't see any questions coming in. I don't know if people have asked them and the system's just stopped bringing them in. I commented on there and I see those comments coming through. So if you're watching, just give us a comment, just say hi and see if the comments are coming through on this new system, if you can, for us. Just,
if your question is, can I have any of your shawarma fries? The answer is no. But you can head on down here and get your own, but it's going to be hard to pry some of these away from the mayor.
And you should head on down here and get your own. It's so good. Oh, Mary Garbett, thank you. It's working. The whole system's working. This is not normal.
This is Mayor really live.
Totally live. Hey, Jess, my wife.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in today.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I mean, we covered a lot of ground there. There's a lot of things, but please, if you have some questions about any of this stuff, whether it's like Lynnhurst, transit, gingerbread houses, Remembrance Day, Christmas decorations that are coming up, let us know, and then we'll get back to it. I think I want to do, what do you think? What do you think there, Joe? Like, you want to do a live location like once a month?
I think we should. It's a little bit more work for us and maybe a bit disruptive to the business we're in or what location we're on, but I think I love how it feels. And it's another great chance for you to also tell us what you or your organization is coming up to. We're coming up to the time of a lot of Christmas bazaars or Christmas markets, getting prepared for the stationary parade in the park and other things around us. This gives you a chance to come on live with us and share those with all of our guests. And so please think of it that way too. It's your way to contribute to the community news.
And just get that conversation going. And one of the other things we can do now is we can actually have people, if you want to come on and join us like this, just from your home on your cell phone or your laptop or whatever else, what we can do is we can bring you into this feed as another camera, and then you can ask your question live. So instead of you sending your question into me and maybe, you're like, oh, I don't know if Graydon asked it this the way I wanted it, you can actually come on live yourself, ask your question directly to the mayor and get the answer from the source, which is just so exciting for me to be able to offer this technology to our community and this ability to connect everybody together. So that's what's really exciting to me. So what we're also going to do is I'm trying to convince Jess to be basically the person who collects all the people. She hasn't said yes yet. I'm hoping she'll say yes. But we'll have a Zoom call, and you can call. We'll send this link out to everybody. You can go into that Zoom call, and then from there, we'll give you the link to actually come on directly on here with us to have a chat live every week.
Does that mean Jess will be?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, she's small but mighty. She is a force, and so is our daughter Liliana. I can't wait to get her on here. That's the next thing. Let's get little Liliana on here. It's so exciting. Oh, all right.
I'm not afraid to be muted.
You were totally muted that whole time, Joe.
Oh, well, I'm not afraid to be muted. But now I find I was muted, so that's even more fun.
Oh man, That was great. Okay, so we don't have any questions coming in here. I know you've got a busy schedule, and it was so cool to kind of do this test here. Is there anything else we should cover, Mayor Joe, before we move on to the rest of our day?
Look, tell us what you like. We'd love to get the news of the community and council to you in whatever method you would like. If this worked for you, tell us. Forward this on to your friends. Should share. Let people know that we're trying some different things so we can really find a way to share the information of Thomas with you in the way that you want to hear it. We think we love the idea that we're out there kind of in public and not hiding and answering your questions and letting certain public groups also get their news out through us. And I can't now go to the grocery store or other places of somebody saying, hey, will you mention this on Mayor's Update? And so I try to keep my notepad so I can make sure that those things happen. But we need your help with it too. And now we're giving you a way to come on your own, and don't let the mayor mess up the dates and times of your event. You get to do it yourself.
Exactly. And Jess is just asking about the Shebaz breakfast, because I was very excited to try that out, but I think they're scaling that back a little bit. So if you want it, you better come and get it soon, because it might not be around forever.
How much great food can one restaurant have? So, give it a try.
So good. All right, everybody, we're going to sign off. I'm Graydon Lang. This is Mayor Joe Preston. We've just had some fantastic food here at Shebaz. You should come on down, try for yourself. Lunch is just getting started. So we want you to be nice and hungry. And we'll talk to you later, guys. Take care.
All right.